And I guess there we go.
We're live.
That it is. That it is. That is interesting, isn't it? I appreciate you all stopping in. And I guess there we go. We're sitting with the greats. Sitting with the greats here, Mr. Nathan Johns and Mr. Pete Vasquez.
Hello.
How are you?
Fabulous.
Always fabulous. You are a shining example among men.
I try real hard. Thank you.
But I do, again, I appreciate you stopping in.
No worries.
What we're looking for here is I want to try to give a chance to those who brand new campaigns, new to crowdfunding in general. We can highlight those campaigns we like, talk about ones we're not really a fan of and why. Give other people a chance to come in, talk about their projects, and generally give some good promotion. And if we get some funds in here, we'd use that in order to, pass on the love and back other projects. That's the main plan with this. Other than that, we're going to sit here, we're going to BS, probably make fun of each other, and just have fun.
Sounds good to me.
But
I don't know about the making fun of each other part, but all right.
The first one we have to talk about, because this is a given. First one we got to talk about. Let's see. There it is. Tell us about this one. What are we looking at here?
So we're looking at Godslayers. This is my first indie comic. And it is the story of the world of Athenea, which is being oppressed by Yama King, Mastema, the Yama King of Betrayal, which is a demon, ruler of one of the realms of the Thousand Hells. And a band of heroes who are attempting to resurrect a fallen foe in order to wield a weapon they believe can destroy him.
Nice. I understand if you are not a fan. We're always a fan of Niobe. In fact, if you want to come on in, and I could have sworn I sent the link out. If you want to come on in, we're here waiting. I figured you'd be partying hard.
We're definitely fans because we're waiting on your trade paperback, man.
I know,
We're
right?
dying for it.
You're right.
Well, do you want me to give them the link?
Yeah, sure. I was going to pop it over
I'll
into
do
the Facebook chat thing quick, but yeah.
I got it. I got it. Where are you broadcasting to, so I can find that link too?
I have it going to YouTube and to the Facebook page.
May I please have your YouTube link, please? So
I got you.
Thank you. Because that way we can get some eyes on prize.
Yeah. There you go.
And for those of you watching, we're super new to operating this thing.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all can speak for y'all selves.
That's why
we got Pete for backup.
That's why we have the experts come in.
Speak for y'all selves. All right, there it is.
Gotcha.
Naomi says, "Where's the link?"
That's right, baby.
There
but yeah,
it is.
Godslayers is up here. We're funded. 24 little hours to go. You are coming close to the end here.
Sent you the link, Larry.
To the end.
How's it feeling?
Exciting to be funded. Looking forward to printing comics and getting them out to people.
Nice.
I'm just super jazzed about getting to share my story. So
take a look at Look at this.
Mario A. Barraza. And our lettering and everything's getting redone too. So
okay. I like the colors.
Dude, that whoosh picture is like my favorite picture. Like, hold on. Ka-chow.
Yeah, I was looking at that when we were talking backstage there for a bit.
And this is these guys breaking into the tomb of the Godslayer to find his body.
That reminds me, Gage. Oh, what the fuck?
What's up?
Sorry. No, the Facebook thing's stupid. Gage has actually commissioned me to do some artwork for him. So I'm watching every nook and cranny of this of his campaign. I'm like going over his. People are like, "Oh, are you on the campaign?" No, but I'm drawing it, so I need to get.
Heck yeah!
I need to pay attention.
That will be offered with episode 2, man. I'm looking forward to that. But he's doing a dip pen piece of the Godslayer for me.
Should be phenomenal. That's the plan.
As
I'm just sharing the link out to other groups.
So that's Mario A. Barraza's
So people,
main
not the StreamYard link, the link to people can watch.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah,
man,
for the
my bad.
next, no, it's fine. Yeah, and for the next one, if anybody wants to come in and share their project, again, as long as it's appropriate, we will show it off. I think this is the cover I got. That's the cover that's the one I picked. Yeah.
All right, there it is.
That's the Greg Bo Watson cover, and the colors are done by Gwen, who I'm not going to butcher her name tonight.
The Bellateer. You were talking to me about the Bellateer earlier.
Yep, I think that's been one of our biggest sellers right there is the Bellateer. So, and that's the Courtney Rose cover, also colored by Gwen. Oh, the Godslayer looks fantastic in that image too.
Yeah. And
then the Mario A. Barraza variant cover, and that's the one he did. So, like the first cover was designed by me, like the actual layout of it, and I came back later and I had another cover. That's our inked T-shirt cover, and he was gonna finish that one up for me, and I was like, no, man, like I got Greg Bo Watson did a cover, Courtney did a cover. I want something that's like 100% Mario A. Barraza, and so this is his cover design. It looks like an 80s action movie poster. It looks freaking awesome.
we have the Godslayer tier,
which includes everything.
Yep. And the often coveted
sketch cover.
Yep.
Those are
they
Pete's
really
favorite,
are,
right,
though.
Pete?
It's not even that they're my favorite. It's I enjoy them because I do a lot of them. I think it's really, first off, it's two things. It's just when like Marvel or DC or whoever puts out one, it's really cool to draw on them, and it's fun for commissions. Like draw me as this, draw me as that. You get a lot. Draw my kid as this, whatever. You get those a lot. And I just thought it was silly that indie guys didn't have that option in a lot of their crowdfunds, where you could go, oh, draw me as the Godslayer, draw my girlfriend as Bella, or so on and so forth. And then as this year and a half has passed by, I've seen more and more and more and more and more to almost all crowdfunds now, indie books will try to have at least something like that on at least one of their things or whatever. And that's exciting because now as an artist, you could, first off, artists that are on the books, like I was in Naked Cannibal Campers, I did a couple pinups for them. Now I could do pinups for people, for fans of it, like they could draw whatever. Or I know Larry's got some Niobe stuff that so I sent you the link, brother. Larry has some Niobe blanks that I've been able to put on. I'll be able to put stuff on, and so on, so far and so forth. I know I got a bunch from Sam for Reign of Ages. He did a whole tier on them, and number one, they're popular for fans to get commissioned and stuff like that. It's a great spot for some of the artists that are on the book to make some extra money and blah blah blah, and it all pushes the book. And at the same time, there we go. How you feeling, Max?
Hey, Max.
I'm alive.
Good. As long as you're, that's all we want from you. Be alive. That's all right. I want. But it's also, I think, the side part, and this is the only bad side of it. I've become a little bit of a collector of them. I got some obscure shit, just some random sketch covers that like I have a Betty and Veronica sketch cover. I'm like, I have no idea what I'm ever gonna do on that. I'm probably just gonna spice it up and do something really dirty, not dirty, but naughty as hell.
Hey,
hey,
I got it.
It's gonna look like an Atrocity Press cover, Max.
No, I got it for you. Shower scene.
Yeah, you know, I was thinking hot tub, but yeah, it's involving water.
Or Jello.
It's definitely involving water. So, but yeah, that's the great part of sketch covers.
And that I how to say this, I wasn't really aware of them before I was watching you guys, or when I was on with you guys, and I saw that you were mentioning them a lot, and finding out they're so popular, I'm going to have to include one myself in the next one.
So I have to give props to Samuel Quinton, because he was the one that brought it up to me, and that's why I put one on there.
Did you read his tier on Reign of Ages for the sketch cover?
I bought the sketch cover on Reign of Ages.
Yeah, did you notice he named that tier after me because I gave him the idea? Because I wouldn't shut up about it.
Nice.
About how awesome sketch cover.
We got Larry the link, right?
Yes, I sent him the link.
Yeah, I sent it to him too. Yep.
Okay.
He's been kind of MIA all day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel that.
Well, he came and commented. It was good to hear from him. So.
Well,
But
I get it.
now you guys, if you got Godslayer sketch covers, send them to Pete to draw on.
There you
yep.
go.
Yep.
We're taking to the Anime Con this week, right?
So,
Well,
is this over?
what? Yeah,
Does
he's
the
almost
campa-
done.
The campaign end?
He's almost done.
24 hours, 23
Oh, let me
hours.
scroll back up.
Okay.
24 hours to go.
He's almost
93 backers. Good job.
And
Yeah.
I did not know how Kickstarter worked. Like, so when they said I had 2 days left, I didn't know they meant the day I was on and then 2 days after. So
Yeah.
I was like, we're in our last 48 hours. And then this morning it said 37 hours. And I'm like, I'm terrible at math.
Yeah, Kickstarter will fool you when you get there. That's why you got to wait until just wait till Kickstarter tells you how many hours you've got left.
Yeah.
But I'm looking forward to the book.
Yeah,
Looks good.
I'm pretty excited about it.
7 more backers and you're adorable.
Look at that.
You have to have 100 to be adorable?
Yep.
Yes.
100
Oh,
becomes
man.
adorable. 200 is cute. 300
And
is
then a whole bunch of
smoking.
yeah.
400 is
Didn't we already cover this earlier with
Yeah.
Camera got me? How
I
like, I
missed
came on
that.
so quick because I'm not attractive?
That's not. It's not about that. It's not about. Look, we will tell you the long, horrid, torrid story about that list later in a secure off air. But there's a long history to that list
yes,
of how
there
you
is.
get there and how it works out and all that stuff. There's a long list.
Wi-Fi cookies is what we're smoking today.
Oh, okay, cool. That's
Fresh
good.
from the hospital.
Nice.
By the way, and all 93 people on there, thank you so much.
Hell yeah.
It's such a super fun process, like learning the indie comics. I've had some amazing mentors. 2 of them are, my camera's got me the wrong way. 2 of them are sitting over here. You know,
I
Pete,
am not a
Max.
mentor.
Dude, you've given me so much advice.
Speaking of things that are cute,
Oh, yep.
there we go. How'd it
Ninja
go?
Bimbos versus Zombies from Deep Space. We did
Yep.
great. Ended up with 221 backers. I don't remember the amount for dollars. 58, 53. So after Kickstarter takes its chunk, it'll be like $5,300,
Yep.
which isn't bad.
No.
It's covered the art cost, and it's going to cover the printing cost, and it's going to cover the shipping cost, and there should be a little bit extra. So that'll go into the next book, obviously.
Which
But-
is always good. What is your next one, if you don't mind me asking?
Mary Machine Gun 3 is the one we're releasing next, and that's already almost done. It's getting the final lettering treatments put on it, and we're going to finish the lettering up in the next week or so, and then that'll be done, and that goes in Kickstarter in May.
Nice. Yeah, I didn't. I don't have the first 2 yet. What can I get? Am I going to get all 3?
Yeah, we'll have a catch-up tier.
Nice. That'll be good for somebody like me.
Yep. Because it's a good book. It's very I would say it's hard R. It doesn't
Yeah, a lot of
go
covers there, Mr. Pete.
it doesn't go all the way, but there's lots of gore, lots of nudity, lots of violence.
Everything you
All
want
the
from
good
Bad
stuff.
Girl Comics.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
It's a grindhouse movie.
Nice.
That's pretty much what it is.
Yeah, but
I remember my Dusk Till Dawns, and
the little bit that you've shared with me that we've seen behind the scenes, it's so smartly written.
Yeah,
You know,
we try.
It's and you can tell. I know you told the story. You and Johnny were writing. Then you saw some art, and you're like, "Well, we got to fix some things."
Yeah,
And first off, you couldn't tell that there was a little bit of a rewrite. Number one, number two. It's like you drew it as you wrote it, though. The what you did kind of fits, and the humor, the dark humor, the little Easter eggs, all that stuff was just fun. I can't wait to have the book in my hands.
yeah, it's going to be awesome. I can't wait to get them printed, man.
I absolutely can't wait.
I'm just excited that 221 people bought it.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, man. Yeah, that's got to be a good feeling.
that is pretty cool. One day,
So
I'll
that's
get
not
up
a
there.
one shot, is it?
No, it's issue number 1. There's 5 issues in this story arc,
Nice.
Okay.
and then after we get to the 5 issues done, we'll do a trade paperback, obviously. But
Oh, and you got to show us piece of pizza and let him tell the story because this is great.
all right.
There it is.
So this is one of those things that the artist does that you didn't put in the script, but when it happens, it's just fantastic because I didn't script a piece of pizza in the guy's hand. He just drew the piece of pizza in the guy's hand, which is a great homage to the Ninja Turtles, and it's something that a New Yorker would have in his hand. And you can tell that it's a New York style pizza.
Yep.
Absolutely great. Love it.
Because it's
the only
all
good pizza.
floppy.
It's the
Yes,
only
it
good
is.
pizza. That's all I'm saying.
It really is, though.
I'll fight that one. I'll fight.
Yeah, I'll fight anybody on that one.
Yeah, I'm looking
Yeah.
forward to when I go to New York because that's one of the things I haven't gotten to have in a long
Okay.
time. Is
What you're going to do, and this is for anybody coming to my city. This is important. No, this is going to be important. You guys watch, pay attention, though. First thing, when you do your first New York pizza, and you don't have to do this. It's just what I suggest. Your first New York pizza, find yourself the cheap guys, the 99-cent slice buildings. They're all over the place. You'll see them everywhere. Try some of those because those are fucking amazing. The 99-cent slices. Then move your way up to like mom and pop places and stuff like that, and then you'll see that it just keeps getting better. So even our what you would call crappy pizza is better than anybody else's. And I'm saying that, and I'm standing with it. Fight me.
Just like the bagels, it's in the water. It's something.
No,
up
it's the
there.
it's absolutely water. No, it's the water. For
Yeah,
sure.
it's definitely something. In it.
Absolutely. What happened here?
Make sure I didn't miss anybody. Oh,
Phil
sorry,
wants
I
to get in.
Phil.
Yeah, Phil.
Let me in. Let me
What's
in.
up, Bill?
What's up, everybody? What's up, Pete? Max?
Ah, good.
Brother.
And
What's
that's
up?
that's what we're going to talk about, aren't we? Huh? We're going to talk about that now. All right, cool.
Look at that. Well, I saw it up there, and I'm like, I think he wants me to put that up there.
Yeah, I got some stuff for you, and then Phil will have
Nice.
some stuff to back me up on that because this is something Phil and I are both working on. It's from Eighth World Comics. It's called Kaiju Mania. The story is basically some aliens come down to check out Earth and to see some of our kaijus. They pick 4 of their favorites, and they're going to throw them into the ring and see which one comes out on top as the top one. So kind of, and considering it's WrestleMania weekend, very in tune for this to happen. Eighth World Comics will be crowdfunding this on Kickstarter. We should launch in May with the pre-launch in April. We'll get a link and stuff for everybody to check out, so it should be great. Right here on the top, now they did it kind of anthology style. They had 4 teams for all 4 monsters. So each monster had its own team. First, you have like the metal hippo up there on the top left. And then on the right, you got the red chicken. I call them the chicken. I really enjoy the red chicken.
Yeah, I call it chicken.
Really excited for that. And then on the bottom, you kind of can't see him on the bottom there.
Let me see if I can switch it over here. So you can
Yeah,
see
there
it.
you go. On the bottom, you got the Lino Ryan. Rhinoceros or whatever the fuck we would call it.
Rhino.
He just looks badass. And I think that's the one Lee Reese did, Phil?
No, that was.
Okay.
This one, the cover.
No, the lion story.
The Lion Rhino story. Yeah, that's Lee Reese.
Okay, and then on the right, now I did not draw this cover, but on the right bottom there with the missile launcher and the one eye, that's the Metal Beast. That's the one Phil and I worked on, and it's a kind of a project that's near and dear to me because it's my return to doing sequential art. Alan Johnson, the publisher of Eighth World Comics, we'd become friends over some time, and we joked about it. And I told him, and I told this story quite openly. I had my own books 4 or 5 years ago, and they sucked. So I took them off. I stopped producing them, and I will reproduce them again, redo them, because they took the last 5 years to relearn how to draw a little bit, but I also to relearn how to do sequentials. Retook some film classes, some storyboarding stuff. This, that, the other thing. Instead of trying to copy somebody else's style, I'm trying to do my own style. So and that's where that went. So here you can get a sneak peek at that. No, not any of that. Sorry, I'm a terrible human being. I'm just lying to you. Here we go. Now, folks, there is a lot of violence going on in these books, so please, trigger warning for everybody. That's kind of a look at page one's pencils. And guys, please don't be shy. Beat me up a little bit if you have to. Now, I will say though, while I was getting into it, I was a little scared. Luckily, the illustrious Warren Brown from Lunchbox Warren from The Adventures of Joe and Sig helped me out tremendously, as did Mr. Philly the Electric Crayon sitting right there. Helped me out with a lot of suggestions and stuff like that. And I did want to work with Phil, and it was a lot of fun because I was like, okay, I want to do some things where he was able to get his coloring on so he could shine through a little bit too. The one regret I do have, and I'm going to correct that on the next one, is I'm going to make the panels a little bit more dynamic. These kind of read like an 80s comic book, which is kind of where I was coming from anyway. But there's going to be more stuff. Yeah.
I was going to say the poses are very static.
Yeah, it's very static. Yeah, that's the word that was in my head too. It's very static right now. But again, it's and I'm not making an excuse. It's absolutely static, and it's something I noticed right away. But Alan was very happy with it, so that was cool. But it's something that I want to change. And I've already started working on, drawing stuff outside the lines, outside the panel, a little bit more
splash page, maybe.
Well, there is in a 5 page thing. There's no room for a splash page.
That's why I said like a partial, like on one page, like half of the one page or something. Maybe I don't know.
I did that on the last page.
Yeah,
I did that on the last page.
There you go.
Yeah.
But I could have done a little bit more with that, and I noticed that I know that that's the monster getting caught up by the aliens, and I did notice that I needed to do some things, and change some things, and rearrange some things, and address some things, but I still
I'm sorry, I like that one.
Thank you. The editor, Alan, was telling me that he liked what was going on. He liked what I was doing. He liked that you could tell the story, that I kind of followed the script, but still kind of, you could almost follow it without the words, but the words will help a lot. That was the other thing I got from Phil also. Next time I'll also make a little bit more conscious effort to help the letterer out for where balloons should go and stuff like that, so it's have some space, and things like that. But, like I said, first time back, not making any excuses, but I already have 3 things that I learned that I'm going to work on to make better. So I can just build on this. The panels, the kinetic energy, and, watching out for the letterer.
Yeah, it's got some space down there by the guy with the syringe. You got some space there that they could use, but that's like, they're going to have to use that for these top 2 panels. Maybe not the top panel if there's any dialogue.
There's only really some dialogue between the general and the guy with the glasses in panel 2.
Then you can bring that. You can pull those bubbles down. But you shouldn't have to, but you can.
Right. And again, the only good news that I could think of is by bringing some bubbles down. I think the letter is a pretty solid letterer. By bringing some of this stuff down, it might actually break up some of the panels.
Yeah,
cover
some of that white space.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be good.
So it'll move it around a little bit. I did leave a lot of space because I wanted Phil to get down. And since I'm done sharing, maybe Phil can get down and show what he did.
It's like, basically, I just got in the door from getting
hold on.
bits of
I
stuff.
was going to say, Mr. Phil, I only got to meet you for a little bit in one of the other streams. I don't know so much about you.
Phil is
who you are?
It's colorist extraordinaire.
Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, I do color work, editorial, pre-press. I do all kinds of art. I was drawing and painting and coloring in art school way before I got into comics. But then I got into comics and I kind of got into the coloring thing. It's like I learned production this way. This might be easier for me, and it just kind of stuck, and everybody liked it. So I kind of stuck with coloring being my main focus. But yeah, I do a little bit of everything in comics for the most part.
I got some of Phil's colors on those pencils of mine. There you go.
Okay, you got it. I was already.
I found it. Yeah, I found it for you, brother.
And I just noticed because it was so quick getting in here. I thought when I seen the link, I thought like Peter Larry went live. And excuse me for that, Chris and Nate, man, congrats on doing a live stream, guys.
Thanks. Yeah, I just wanted to get out and hang out with you guys, and anybody else that wants to come in and promote their stuff. That's what we're here for, man. Let's
cool.
get everybody known, you know.
I love
Niobe tonight.
We had a long talk about that. Niobe.
Yeah, he was still asking where the link is. I'm trying to get Niobe to come in, and I hope
he'll be around. He'll be around.
Yeah.
So, Phil, do you want to go? I know you just sat down. Do you want to go in, or do you want me to start while you warm up? Talking about these. I can tell you, from my perspective, I've never worked with the colors. I've colored all my own stuff for anything. But I know Phil. I've known Phil for a little while now, so I'm like, okay. And again, we talked because he was helping me while I was drawing. So I knew I wanted to give him some space to get down, and he did. We talked about how the book is a violent book, especially these scenes are really violent. And Phil came in with them, but then I was really happy, like the bottom with the general there. He got the energy I wanted, and you picked up that it was Air Force, so I really appreciate that. The blue uniform, I really appreciate that, because another olive drab uniform would have been weird. And then that page that Phil came in with a bunch of other stuff, and just the highlights and the way the blanket moves and stuff, and the hazmat suit and the glow. I was like, yes, he gets me. And then this one gets a little dark. Trigger warning for anybody. We get a little dark coming up soon. The building of the monsters. And then
burning them.
There you go.
Nice.
And then what was cool, we were talking about, Phil and I were both talking about, I was like, is that what he wrote in the scene? I was like, no, but that page was kind of left a little open. So like, not exact. I'm not putting myself in the same ballpark as Max's Pizza, but I was like, you know what? I think this would be a more unique way than having the monster kill the general. And I'm not giving it. Sorry, folks, I gave it away, but I think this gives it away. Then I love the effects that Phil did in here.
Yeah, the beam up effect looks crazy.
Yeah, it just really does.
Yeah.
It's just clean, and then it looks like they're looking at that scene in front, but on a screen. Like I dig it. I dig it, and it really he definitely takes away his colors. Definitely take away a little bit of the static cling that I had on with my pencils. And like I promise, folks, that's going to get better. I promise. I will say, I do have to promise that too, because I was just tagged by Alan, 8th World Comics publisher, that I'll be doing. We're going to do there's going to be at least 5 covers to this. There's going to be the main cover that I showed you before, and then each artist for each monster is going to do a cover of their monster.
Oh, nice.
So I'm going to do a cover, and then, which should be a lot of fun. I've already figured. I'll just give you guys. I have anything drawn, because I've been doing some research. I know Max, Phil and I actually talked about it off air. I didn't want to do like a posing static thing. I want to do something a little bit different. So I'm definitely 100% going with the King Kong vibe. Since he's the most human monster, I'm definitely going to go King Kong, swatting shit down, blowing shit up.
Yeah.
I'm going definitely big. Basically, I'm going to make him a big monkey hanging on a building, tearing shit down. Or
I was going to say that it's kind of crazy that you've got a humanoid kaiju, because that's not common. I mean, I know they did it in Attack on Titan, but like otherwise, it's not a super common form of kaiju.
And I was really happy with it too, because I designed the monster. Like the writer told me he has this, and that. I'm like, sick. How's he look? I don't know. That's for you to figure out. Shit. All right, so I came up with it. And then I you can see it a little bit. He's got a little Hulk. He's got a little Colossus, and then to really, a little bit, and then to give him, I wanted to give him that edge. He also has what's his face from Goonies.
Sloth.
Okay.
Yeah. He's got a little bit. He's got a little bit. Where can we see? He's got a little bit of that. Just a little bit. Okay, so just enough because I thought it would be a lot of fun to do that. Take away from all the other stuff. But yeah, this is gonna be a fun little ride. Again, I'll bring you guys along when I start doing the cover. I'll bring you guys along on that. Basically, I'm doing the cover. I'm gonna draw the cover at the same time I draw your piece, Gage, for your next Kickstarter, and don't worry, I'm putting stuff in the mail for you. Gage also owns some of my My Hero drawings that I have to put in a thing for you. I just haven't. I'll get them done. I'm behind on I'm behind on 2 commissions. One is Gage's to just mail it out, but I needed to read the things that he bought. I noticed were a little older, so I wanted to redraw them.
Mm-hmm.
So they're inked, but now I need to one I have to color, and the other one I'm doing a little ink wash shading to finish. But I'll be able to do that because the show ends at 5:00 Saturday and Sunday, so I'll be able to do that Saturday and Sunday night and put them in the mail after my blood work on Monday. And then I have another commission that's a little bit behind, but 2 of them. There's those sketch covers, those glow in the dark sketch covers that I'm doing.
Yeah, that's gonna be badass.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. And then I also have a portrait of Littlefinger from Game of Thrones that I need to finish, but the guy said take your time. I'm in no rush. Get your other stuff done first. And I'm like, I love you. I love you. I love you. He's a I don't want to call him a fan. He's a returning. I guess he's a fan. I've had him. I've had him a bunch of times. Yeah, returning. Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Here's one by the artist that did art for your book, Gage.
I love this so much. Is this an issue 3 cover? Matt?
It is.
Okay.
It is an issue 3 cover. That's what I'm showing off. A couple issue 3 covers. I got Greg Will Watson's.
Nice.
And we got Courtney Rose's.
There you
See,
go.
I should have showed my shit last because you guys show all this stuff and I just look like such a piker next to all these fucking people.
Don't be that guy, Pete. You look fine.
No, I'm that guy. My shit is terrible compared to these guys.
I'm just a writer. I couldn't draw to save my life. But
I don't draw.
I actually do draw, but mine sucks.
And then I saw Mr. Phil had something to share too. Then.
Oh yeah, we could go through a few of
Yeah, we got
things.
what I liked is I'm sorry.
Oh, I was going to say I would pull up more, like I said, if I would have been more prepared. But I figure I'd do with some of the most recent. I did have
Yeah.
shown you the kaiju stuff. So we'll go on. This is a little bit of something that me and Warren Brown have been working on with for Max, a little short anthology, little horror anthology.
Yep.
So I give you just a couple. Oh, and what's that? Oh my God, Max, what is that?
I was done.
There you go.
It's fucking done.
Now
Finished
and you'll have, and then the other ones will be done as soon as I do those cut and pastes on the poster areas in the other pages, man.
That's good stuff.
And
Yeah, we made it. I wanted to make it as Pixar kid friendly as possible until the very end, when this dark demonic thing's just coming out of the closet.
oops, losing track of my tabs. There we go. Oh yeah, you want me to pull that? I pull that one up real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
We'll do that one because that's kind of a cool like.
Is
Check
she
it
playing
out.
with the Mary
It's
Machine
coming.
Gun action figure?
Yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And it's even referred to in the dialogue. It's like, well, after we bought you that toy, you said that you'd stop crying about your closet making noise or something like that. I can't remember. I wrote this. Phil did like an art jam online, and I don't draw, so I just wrote. and I wrote this 5-page horror script, and I gave it to Warren to draw and Phil to color because I saw Phil and Warren's Big Daddy from what's the fucking name? BioShock. Thank you. I did just have a stroke. Give me some slack.
Hey, giving you- I was helping out, man.
Niobe.
What's up?
Niobe.
Tell me, brother, how you been? Well, Jesus.
Fucking
Bring me
hanging out,
Niobe.
hanging out in the hospital,
God damn, man.
having a stroke.
How,
And
just
mine-
another day in Max's fucking life. Like,
And mine was a legit stroke too, like not like some TIA or any of that. It was
scaring us, brother. You're scaring us.
shit scared me.
Well, listen, I'm
I
in the car. I'm telling my mother, I said, yeah, my comic book buddy Max there. She said, yeah. I said, he just took a stroke. She's like, who's the guy that does all the coughing on the stream? I said, I said that would be Max.
That's all the what?
Coughing.
Coughing.
Oh,
It's like she's in the living room, but she can hear it all. You know.
What we're gonna do, what I want to do is maybe, that would be a fun 420 stream.
there you
Yeah,
go.
If I just get-
that's what sold me.
Max, that's what we're doing. 420. We're just gonna. You don't have to talk. You don't have to do nothing. Just sit there and smoke, and cough. and I'm just gonna live stream that shit as ASMR.
All right.
I know you guys are probably in the middle of stuff here right now, and I'm jumping in without watching. But I mean, Max, like, what did they tell you? Like what? You said something about you gotta be like gluten free now.
Oh yeah, it's like enriched flour. So I gotta have like wheat. I gotta have whole wheat flour instead of like enriched flour because my body doesn't break down enriched flour properly, and it just turns it into plaque in my arteries and veins.
Yeah, that's no good.
Oh, this
So-
is your pizza hunting is going to become complicated.
I know it's going to become very difficult to find a pizza because the only place I know in the city that has gluten-free crust is called Minsky's, and every time I eat it, it gives me the shits.
So listen,
Oh,
if you go to Whole Foods, if you have a Whole Foods, and you should have one by you somewhere.
we got one.
Whole Foods has that shit.
So is that the only thing they said though? They didn't say, man, you might want to cut down on
Oh,
smoking or watch
yeah, well,
consumption.
Of course, they said to stop smoking, and I'm gonna and I'm gonna try. I'm
Take it
gonna
under
give it.
advisement.
I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a shot.
More brownies and gummy worms. More brownies and gummy worms.
Well, what's the likelihood of another stroke happening though? I mean, like they kept you for a couple of days, they monitored you. Like, what's the sort
Yeah.
of
Well, my blood pressure's still real high. It's like 185 over fucking 120 or something.
oh yeah, that's high.
It's real high, and that's why they kept me in there and kept monitoring me for a while. But it's still that high, and they just sent me home with a bunch of blood pressure medication. Told me to come back in 2 weeks.
So
So
you had to take blood pressure medicine before, or is this a new
yeah,
thing? Oh.
no, I've had blood pressure problems with for years, but I've had them under control. But they said my blood pressure's probably high because I just had a stroke and my brain's kind of fucking
Freaking out.
swollen. Yeah, swollen and freaking out, trying to rewire itself.
Full of stress and pressure.
Yeah,
you gotta take care of yourself, brother.
Yeah.
I know. So I gotta cut back on the sodas and I gotta quit smoking cigarettes. So
Yeah,
we're
those two will help.
Expect we're going to become your moms.
Well, I don't want to be that Max is a grown man. I mean, he knows what he's got to do to take care of himself. But shit, man, you like fuck. I didn't know what was gonna happen to you, man. You know,
I didn't either. I didn't know what was wrong with me. I mean, I woke up, I went to sleep, fine. Just after, I don't even know if we streamed that night or not, but I just went to sleep at like 10, woke up at 6, and the left side of my body felt like I slept on a weird or something, you know?
Right. Yeah.
So I was like, all right, whatever. And I just kind of went on with my day, and I went and me and Johnny did an Indiegogo for Human Hunters, putting it all together. And then I was still numb when I got up, And I was talking to the wife. I was like, okay, this is kind of scaring me now.
Mhm.
And then they're like, call the doctor. So I called the doctor and talked to the triage nurse. And the triage nurse was like, sounds like a stroke. You better go to the ER. So I went to the ER.
Come here now.
Yeah.
And then they did a CAT scan. Came back okay. Then they did an MRI. Found the stroke spot. It's in the center of the brain that feels sensation. So that's why my shit's all numb feeling.
Oh, yeah. At first, I almost thought maybe it was a pinched nerve, man.
That's what I was thinking too, maybe. But
Well, we're glad you're still with us. And
Yeah, me
glad you're
too.
okay.
yeah, me
Hell
too.
yeah.
Gotta make the comic books.
Well, this
Gotta
is
be
what was
done.
Well,
interesting,
I
man.
mean, the comic books aside, we don't want you going anywhere.
Well, I know.
This is it. But this is what I find so amazing about this particular situation is Max goes in the hospital, has a stroke. I mean that's a scary moment for everyone, right?
Yeah.
And then as soon as he's able to type and move about and go on his business, it's right straight back to Ninja Bimbos. You know what I mean?
I gotta fulfill.
Priorities.
I
Hey,
gotta fulfill.
I got a business to run.
Well, and something
We
you
got
love
time to
doing
be
too.
sick.
So
Yep. I ain't got time to be fucked up.
Amen to that.
We know how you were when you're in the hospital. You're probably like, bring me my Geminis and my bats and boards.
He wanted stop that. He wanted his bowl.
While you're taking my blood, I'm making extra packages for the backers.
I wanted a cigarette. It was really what I wanted. Real bad. I mean, they gave me nicotine patches, but those don't work.
No, they don't. No, they fucking don't.
Because, part of the experience of smoking is the taste.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I enjoy the taste of cigarettes. I enjoy the taste of Camel tobacco.
Damn, you smoke
over anything.
Camel. Jesus Christ.
Turkish blend.
Yep.
The first cigarette I ever smoked, and I smoked them for like 6 months. I smoked Camel Wide unfiltered,
Yeah.
and
There
that's a
you go.
cigarette. That's a cigarette. And then I graduated to the Cowboy Killers,
Yeah.
and then I woke up one morning and I was like, nope. What's light? Okay, what's ultra light? Because this is shit. And thank
Wides really
look.
messed with my brain at first. It was like I'd have
Yeah.
wides, and then I'd have wides for one, and then on top of it, really mess with my head and have a mini Bic.
Right, yeah, it'll fuck you up. See, and the best part is, the day we went on quarantine is when I quit smoking, and I'll be on, and that's almost 2 years ago now. But it is 2 years ago now, actually. And I'll be completely honest. In those 2 years, I've probably had, I've probably I've bummed probably like a few dozen cigarettes between then and now. I definitely went a year and change without it, and once I got back in the restaurant last June, I've bummed a few and whatever. But I'm 72 hours without as we speak, so I'm very happy about that. So Max, good luck with you, and I'll take the journey with you. But I'm going to give you some advice. Don't do what I did, because like the second day or the third day after quitting, I was like, shit, this quarantine thing is gonna last. All right, let me put on a show on Netflix. First show I put on the binge is Peaky Blinders.
They're smoking.
Every scene there's at least two people smoking. All right, pricks. Then we watch Sons of Anarchy again. Every scene somebody's smoking
Oh,
a
no.
cigarette. No, you get third one. I get Phil. I'm still talking though, bro. We talked about this. Next one I jumped into was the miniseries on HBO Max, Chernobyl.
Yeah.
They're all smoking. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, okay, fine. Dog.
he took over.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Dog.
Yeah, but it's supposed to be very Pixar, and then it goes to just creepiness.
I like that.
Which is what I enjoy.
Yeah. Which Phil has the picture somewhere.
Let me see.
You had it up. There it is.
There we go.
There it is.
With those patented pending boxers, man.
Yep. I'm still looking.
Yeah.
I'm still looking for someone to get it. The thing is like it's missing the Atrocity Press heads in the 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth panel.
Yeah, I see it.
It's missing them.
Seeing since I'm pretty good with Photoshop and graphic design work, I may be able to just maybe do a little cut and paste on that.
Yeah.
Cut and paste, shrink them down a little bit more to fit the dimensions. And
Do you need it? I can give it to you. I can give you the.
Oh no, I can just pull them straight off the one right before it, man.
Okay.
I'm not like that, bro.
All right, you're good then.
Sorry
Gotta
about the
build that
dog.
merch store.
No, I want to get them made. I really do. At least, even if it was just one pair, just for me.
Yeah. No way. I want some. Damn it.
That's how I did it too with my shirts. I just made a couple for us, and then I put some out if anybody wanted them. I sold a few, but yeah, it was all about. I just wanted it for
you. Yeah. And the last page on here is really cool because it's like the kid's just like fucking completely catatonic, sucking his thumb, and there's just blood pouring out from underneath the fucking the closet door.
It's not complete like that as the others, but we could still pull it up, I suppose. I don't mind people seeing the in progress stuff, I guess.
Okay. Nice. Holding.
It looks like he's smoking a cigarette.
He needs one. He's
It's Max in the corner with his vape pen.
Yep, vape pen.
To be fair, after that, yeah, you want to give him a pack of Luckies.
And then, like I said, of course, this is like where me and Warren first started working on stuff together, because that's a lot of that is all grayscale that he does, and I just work over the top with colors and some texture. If you zoom in, you can see some of that.
Yeah.
And like over here, throw a little glow in there. But yeah, what he's got a lot, like you see along these edges here, like that was all grayscale initially, and then I just go through two tones of some of the greens going on,
It's like painting a mini.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Put a little distress in there, on the metal and everything with a little texture there. But yeah, we'd started doing the Zen dens, and he would we'd end up talking about something pop culture while I was coloring something. Then he'd draw whatever we were talking about, and then next time we did the next Zen Den, man, he'd have it sent over to me, and he'd be working on another piece or something in the same vein while I worked on the colors on the piece. And other than that, let's see, what else do we got going on? What else we got going on is right now it's in campaign mode still, the Cthulhu Invades Wonderland, which I got to work on some pages with Mr. Kurt Belcher. And that, I can give you one preview. That's the preview you get for that. And we're talking about kaiju and the new kaiju stuff. So I will give you a sneak peek, because this is what I'm in the process of. It's like, all right, move stuff, getting stuff ready, getting out to the new place, and work on stuff when I can in between. So this is like one of the first pages of the Rhino Lion pages, man. This one's been fun to work on. It's more like a collage, so it gets a little bit more. I gotta use my brain a little bit more to figure out how I get all those different sections to meld and be separate at the same time.
That cityscape's pretty cool, though.
Yeah, I dig it. I'm probably going to do a little more rendering on it, too. Give it a little more 3D look to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about all I got to show right now, anyhow. So
We lost
there will be
Christopher
more
Pitts,
soon.
Yeah, his stuff's gone. He needs to leave and just come back in.
Who did what?
I
Where?
think he did, but it was It gave him the loading bar, and
Spit him out.
Oh, we lost Chris.
Yeah,
yeah,
he froze up.
He's gone.
Welcome to Niobe Comics Live. I mean,
Yeah, they just kick right over. There you go. Yeah, he's gone. All right, so we've
been gone a few days, but we're back. Jack, I'm here with one Nathan Jones, a.k.a. Gage the Wolf.
Gage the Nate.
Pete
Gage
Van.
Nate.
Yo.
Max, Atrocity Press and Phil Leon, the electric crayon, ready to color your world.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
And
That was
I was
last
alone
weekend,
today on
guys.
that. You had to bring it up.
This
That
thing
was
just
last
stays live
weekend,
until we can get in and turn it off, huh?
Hey,
Or
man.
we all leave. Actually, no, he's on YouTube and Facebook. So yeah, if we all leave, it's still live.
Oh yeah, remember
You should
when
be able to-
Tom
yeah.
Hutchinson took over Demon Phil for 5 hours after Demon Phil thought he was off the air.
Yo,
No,
that happened.
that's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. That
I
happened
didn't
to
know
that. That happened to Snoop Dogg a few months back. He was smoking on Twitch live, right? And then he had to go make a sandwich or some shit like that, and he left, and he didn't turn off his anything.
He forgot
he
he
was
was
gone.
streaming.
Yep,
So
he was
high,
gone.
forgot he was streaming.
He was gone
went
for 6
and
hours.
fell out.
Yo, literally, he comes back. There's still a couple hundred people watching 6 hours later. He looks.
Hey, no,
You
my
see him.
dear old Nizzle, I'm sorry to be gone so long.
No, not even that. You look at him, see him look at the screen and go, "Oh shit, I left this shit on. All right, let me turn this off." It's just the funniest shit. So, Larry, I was saying, hey, there it is, yay!
He's not.
Larry, what I was saying, I don't know if you were here or you heard what we're gonna do for the 420 stream.
420 stream.
420 for the 420 stream. I'm just gonna. We're gonna be elsewhere discussing things elsewhere. But on my stream, I'm just gonna run a loop. We'll record a loop of just Max smoking and coughing, and I'm just gonna ASMR that and let it play and see what happens. I'll probably end up with 50 subs before the end of the stream.
we'll have to do one of those things too. We could do it where we do how they
Why you
put
gotta-
stuff.
why you-
We'll turn it into a whole song.
Why are you stealing my shit? Why you gotta steal my shit, Phil?
I was trying to add to it, man.
Why you gotta steal my shit? No, it's my shit.
I was trying to be collaborative.
I don't want. I didn't ask you to collab with my shit.
Fine. Be that way.
I will.
Right. Just don't run a Kickstarter on the same day and tag Phil in it, all right?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
No.
I can't untag it. You know.
Because
Oh
I'll
my
tell you,
god.
war will happen.
That's what my Twitch stream is gonna be. Fucking 20 hours. Max just doing that.
I think we should actually talk about that this Monday.
Who's beeping?
I think it's a great idea.
Is that
You
what
know,
a
the
Monday
editing-
is?
we'll entitle the stream like a promotion. You know what I mean?
Yep. I love it.
And we won't
I love it.
point fingers at
Nope.
the parties involved in that, but we'll just talk about it in sort of like a
Generic.
general sense. You know?
Yeah, I love it. Love it. Great idea. I think a lot of people need a little bit. Not a lot of people, but I think some folks do need a little bit of an etiquette lesson. Like, come on, man. You can promote your shit without stepping on somebody else's toes.
Or rein in on someone else's parade, though.
Yeah,
right?
you know?
I mean, the thing is, if I launch a Kickstarter, right, and I'm all happy about it, and it gets funded in minutes, and then Mac goes and says, "Oh, congratulations to Larry," and he tags me, and I'm going to be right there with you, and he fucking throws in his shit, so it shows up on my wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To sort of like ride my coattails or try and gain
Yep.
my traction over to him. That's a
it.
problem, right?
Yep. Like if I had a Kickstarter, and then we'll just use this because he's the perfect example. Brian Polito launches, or Michael Lewis, Billy Tucci launches, and I comment, "Hey Billy, congratulations, good luck with everything. By the way, I just launched mine. Why don't you go check it out?"
Right.
And blah 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 blah. That's a little rude.
Well, I mean, like in Twitter, they would call something like that like threadjacking or hijacking.
Right.
You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Well, I would usually say that was if you would do it in the comments when they would post it up, would be more.
No,
More
but if you
egregious.
tag someone, like if I write my own post on my own wall and tag Max, right, it's going to show up on
Yeah.
Max's wall.
Yep.
It's unless by now people haven't figured out that you make it where you've got to okay a notification.
Yeah. But a lot of people don't bother with that, dude.
Well, I did.
More people
From
don't
the
bother
Band-Aids,
with that.
but
No,
I had
but
somebody-
you understand, there's more dumb people out there than there are smart people.
It's like that George Carlin bit.
Yeah.
It's like that George Carlin bit. Just think of the one guy who's like the most middle of the road, fucking just normal thinking, straight at his arrow guy, and half the people are dumber than that.
And my thing is, it's so complicated. Tag button if you're so egregiously unhappy with something like that.
No, but
Yeah,
the
but
fact is, even if it shows up for 5 minutes and someone else sees it, Max, Max's fan sees my post, right? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Like it's first of all, it's bad taste left in the mouth. You know.
Yeah.
The second of all, it's insulting for me to do that to Max or Max do it to me, you know, being buddies. You know, it's one thing, you know, hey, we talk about it beforehand. And I'm like, yeah, you know, it's just you tag me, I'll tag you. It's all good, whatever, right? But to come out of the blue and just sort of do that, you know,
Out of the blue, unless maybe you've been having regular things that you do with that.
Look, Phil, there's no you're trying to talk an excuse out of this. There is.
You're being way too nice about it, Phil.
I'm on the fence of what is and what, because I would definitely not be cool if you like post up, hey, here's the Kickstarter that I just did and all that, and then in the comments you go, oh yeah, here's my link.
That's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about.
Well, we're not totally separate than if you went in with their comments.
That's part of it.
It's basically what happened on Twitter.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Twitter. We're talking about Tom Hutchinson's post of JT Malloy in December lace all over it.
Yeah.
Here's the point. Here's the real
point. That was on Twitter, wasn't it?
No, it was on Facebook.
That was on Facebook.
Oh, okay.
But here's the thing. It's not. It's look. And Phil, I get it, but take the nuance out for a second. Take it to the lowest common denominator. The intent. Yeah. The intent was to get someone's shit over on the coattails of somebody else's shit. That's not cool.
The intent was to steal fans.
Yes. Clout chase. Yeah.
Well, so what you're
and
saying
I like Tom, but you know, like I think he was wrong in that one.
Yeah.
So
I don't agree with it.
Go ahead.
I don't agree with him. Just because it's just, as you said, it's just coattail riding at that point in time. It's like, oh, you're doing good. Let me jump on your fucking train and get. You know, you've got lots of traffic coming to your page right now, so let me fucking use it.
Let me see what I can absorb from that.
Yep.
You're not talking about just sharing links between each other. You're saying, I made a post and then
on your own page, but
somebody else jumps in.
Other people in your post on your page.
You're advertising for yourself, and then someone tags you and advertises for them. You know what I mean?
I'm smelling what the Rock is cooking now.
That actually happened to me.
Really?
Yeah. On Facebook, on one of my posts, someone posted something for a book publishing thing.
Oh, within your post.
In the comments of my post,
yeah.
I want people to understand.
There's a distinction. That's why I want to figure out if there's a distinction between if you post and you tag somebody in it, which is a post on your page, or whether you go on to someone else's post.
No, but Phil, when you keep overlooking the fact that if I tag Max, it's going to show up on Max's page.
Right.
So it's as if Max posted.
Right.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
And I guess it would be a different thing if you guys got together and said, we're going to do a combination post, a group post for both projects.
Yeah, like me and Sam. We jumped on the same streams together. We shared each other's posts left and right.
Right.
You know?
That's what I try to do here, too. I try to share as many as we can.
So, like, so I'm friends with Greg Bow on Facebook. Every time I tag him in one of my posts, it shows up on his page, too?
Unless if he's got it set up not to, then that's correct, yes.
Oh, damn, that makes me feel bad.
He might like that,
no tags.
If you're promoting...
I'll ask him. I
mean, there's an easy way to tell, Gage. Just go over to his page and see if your posts are showing up.
Okay.
Not that hard to research. You know what I mean?
That's right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
But yeah, if you're promoting his cover and you're saying, hey, he did this cover, I think he'd be cool with it.
Yeah, but some people get sick of it after a while, right? Especially if it does show up on their walls. Like, holy fuck, here's the 100th time I've been tagged with my fucking cover.
That's what I was saying. That's why I set my activity notification said I've got a something before it
well,
goes.
there's a bigger reason to do that than just being annoyed by
the reason I did that is when I initially did that is when I was working in bands all the time. And I had one dude in particular that tagged me and spammed my posts with his shows more than I got a chance to put my own shows on my page, man.
But here's the thing. The real reason why you should, review every post that you're tagged in before it shows up on your walls in case someone's talking smack about you.
Yeah, you never know.
Right? And then, so why would I allow someone, Larry's a fucking piece of shit, tag me, and then have that show up on my wall?
Yeah, that would suck.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I do it. You know, every time my name gets tagged on something and they're trying to put it on my wall, it's got to go through me first. Like, some people just don't know how Facebook works. Like, I'm sure if I go ahead and tag Gage right now on something, it's going to show up on his wall.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I can say whatever I want about Gage, and it's going to show up on his wall. Or I can say Godslayers is a great book, tag Gage. But you know what's better? Niobe, and put that up on Gage's wall with my link.
It is better.
No, Larry wouldn't tag somebody on a post, man. No way.
But what I'm saying is that's the crime, though, right? If Gage is promoting Godslayers, and I go and say, "Hey, Gage, congratulations on Godslayers," and by the way, everyone, I just launched Niobe, and that shows up on Gage's wall, I committed sacrilege against my buddy Gage.
So I've only ever shared other people's stuff. I don't tag people very often, but I have been tagging Gregbo and Courtney and Mario in the posts with their artwork, trying to credit them, you know? And
yeah,
so
you can credit them without always tagging them. You can just put their name and not actually have a tag, right? I would tag them once in a while, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't I wouldn't tag someone daily.
Here's my rule of thumb with it. I do not tag anybody unless they are directly involved in what I am tagging. That's the way I work it, man.
I'll have to be more careful about
if
that.
you're not directly involved in the post I'm posting, you know, whether it's artwork, a book, or whatever, I don't tag people unless they are directly involved. I think that's a good rule of thumb.
That's going in my notes.
Mm-hmm. All about the netiquette.
Well, and
don't worry, we're going to cover this
people
really good. Sometime this weekend. My next live stream, this is what we're talking about. So, my next non-gaming live stream. So it could be tomorrow, it could be Sunday, it could be Monday, whenever I decide to do it. At the latest, we'll do it on the Monday show. But I got 4 days still with nothing to do, so probably
go ahead. What about Discovery on in DC soon?
Yeah, but that's old news. We've known about that for a year.
Yeah, but it's happening now.
Yeah, but nothing's going to change in the short term. I mean, things will change in the long term as they sort of sink their teeth into it.
They'll just make comics into a reality show, and there won't even be comics involved. I mean, isn't that the way Discovery does it?
See, that's what I was wondering. Is like, what is Discovery going to do to it? Because they have a completely different business model than.
Well, I mean,
anyone else. I mean,
they're a company, and it's still going to take time for that company culture and structure to change. Like, you're not going to see any big changes with DC Comics for 2 or 3 years. They got books locked in for the next year or two coming out, right?
Oh yeah.
Before Discovery decides to pull the plug or make any changes, there's probably things in the contract that says, well, this is what's going to happen up until this point, Yeah.
You never can tell either what's going to happen when they take over. Look what happened with Comixology when
Amazon got it. But that did take some time. It wasn't like it happened the day after.
Yeah, but they just really screwed up the whole Comixology thing.
Oh, they screwed that whole thing.
Libraries, the readers, all that shit.
I'm just waiting to get approved. They still haven't approved my trade. I got a little email, hey, we're backed up on approving projects. Be patient, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, but this is the weekend. This is when I want to strike. If you're not going to approve me till Monday, then you just wasted another week for me,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was talking to them earlier, and they did the same for me. They don't approve on the weekends. It's only during the weekdays. And, it took, an extra day or so after when they said it would before they finally got it.
Well, if I'm not approved tonight, then that means I don't get to do anything till Monday. It's a whole weekend of live streaming. I slept in a little extra because I was a little bit fucking bummed out because I did not get approved today. I wanted my Friday night to be all about, streaming the Niobe trade paperback Kickstarter and then run that through the whole weekend,
Yeah.
And I don't get to do it.
So that would have been awesome.
That would have been great. It would have been great for me.
Yeah.
Now you don't have to wait until next Friday.
No, I'll do it Monday. I still got Monday night off. It'll be part of the Monday night show if I get approved on Monday. The Monday night show is going to evolve into, fucking Kickstarter stream.
Hey, whatever.
Yeah.
That works for me.
Hey, yeah, it's got to be what it's got to be, right?
This is it. So before I jump in here, what the hell are you
Speaking
guys doing? And I just ruined and hijacked your entire show.
No, it helped out because I got locked out of my own stuff there. So yeah, it helped. What was neat is we were what, about an hour or so even before we went live, we were BSing in the back, so that was fun.
So is this a new permanent thing? Is this going to be like Chris and Nathan's show? Is this going to happen every week? Are you guys co-hosts? Like, what's the story here?
Oh, all I wanted to do was I wanted to start something where I could show new projects, upcoming projects, and so on, and give people a chance to, promote their stuff. And if we ever get money from it, we would take that money and put it back into the different projects that.
Whoa, calm
look
down
like they
there,
need help.
BSG.
You lost me.
I know that shit would be phenomenal, but
Hey, I dream big, right? No point.
we got a guy in our circles who wants to try and
Mm-hmm.
make a buck from podcasting and YouTube. And I'm going to tell you something. Good luck.
No, okay, I don't want to make money.
Well, you said if we ever make any money, it goes back into the show. I want to crush that hope. I'm going to crush that hope and dream right now.
No,
He was saying it would go into Kickstarter projects that we had talked about.
I understand that, but but in order to make money from the show, right? On YouTube, you at least need 1,000 subscribers.
He has that.
Be monetized. Okay, that's hard as hell. It's even harder to do that on Twitch, and Facebook has its own weird system where that all works out. The thing is that all these platforms are oversaturated with podcasting now. That everyone wants to do it, right? And the other thing is that we want to do it in the realm of comic books, which is a niche within a niche within a niche. You know what I mean? No one cares. I've been running my YouTube now for 10 years, and we still struggle to get 12 people to watch the show, brother. So I mean it. Good luck if you can do it, but I'm telling you now, I would never ever even fantasize about a thought of making even 1 cent from doing this.
Yeah, it's kind of going to be a hobby.
yeah.
No, we had this one guy named
idea
Andrew.
that-
You met him. You've been on a show. Andrew's trying to make a buck doing this. He ran a Kickstarter. You know what I mean? And he took a lot of shit for doing it. He took a lot of shit from people saying, "Why would I pay to be on your show when there are bigger shows with more views that will just let me on for free?" Right? And I'm not saying you're trying to charge anything, but I'm saying Pops tried to make money. He wanted $2 per appearance. You know what I mean? Everyone has these ways of trying to make money from doing these shows, all unsuccessful, all dumb. You know what I mean? Never ever go that route. Just do it because you want to do it. Right?
Again, but as long as we can show new people, new projects, and get them known, that's what's important. If that
There you
makes
go.
sense.
If you can get it out to you just need to get it out to as many viewers as possible. And I don't know how the magic formula, because I don't stream on YouTube.
Oh, I know the magic formula. I just don't use it. The magic formula is short to 5 to 12-minute videos on controversial topics to get your viewers to come in and then subscribe, and then every now and then you throw out a live stream, right?
Yeah.
But if you're anyone trying to build a channel strictly off of live streaming, you're gonna fail. You're never gonna get that 1,000 subs. You're never gonna get that watch time. You got to have those shorter videos, and I got to do better at doing them. I did them for a while. They were called bite-sized news. And these guys here on the panel will attest that while I was doing those bite-sized news, my subscriber count was slowly climbing up. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And those videos, when we go look at them, they all have more views than any of my live streams.
I'm telling you, Larry, you just got to show a little cleavage, man.
Good, brother.
Well, speaking of that, I applaud anyone trying to do anything on YouTube, because I didn't have the patience for it. I had already had a Twitch account, so I jumped on Twitch. Because I enjoy the platform more, and it's more towards my demographic for the art that I do. Suck that one in, man. Suck that one in. It was a good one. And whatchamacallit? quickly over. Now I attest this not to me being an immensely popular person. This was the pandemic and everybody was stuck watching streams. I became an affiliate on Twitch, which means I monetized my Twitch. Now, the path to partner is incredibly difficult, like Larry said before. Incredibly difficult, and I don't know that I'd ever get there. But I'm trying to... but I was doing pretty good with an affiliate to the point where I got a payout. Cool. Now, I fell off of it for a little bit, and I paid for it, because I haven't had a payout since. But slowly, as the guys will attest also, I'm back on a regular schedule, and hopefully I can build that back up. But it's a ton of work because I've had to go to Twitter now also, which is Twitter kind of goes hand in hand with Twitch. I guess it's the TWI social medias, but there's a lot of Twitch streamers and a lot of people who do not only like the gaming stuff, but the live art stuff on Twitch, because there is a large live art community on Twitch. And I've gone there and to get people to watch. And I'm starting to not as many subscribers as I'd like, but I'm getting follows, which is a start. So now it's up to me to start doing contests.
It's a funnel.
Yeah, it's a funnel, exactly. So that's my hook. Not only is going to be the drawing and bringing on people whose other art that I enjoy watching and stuff like that, but at the same time, giving stuff away because you want something, right?
Yeah.
So that's what's going on.
So, the money thing aside, I was just looking forward to coming on and hanging out with Chris. We know some other comic book people that are looking to promote, and even if 2 people watch, that's more than 0. And
right.
I want to play some games. He has board games. I have board games. We can actually get on if we don't have
RPGs,
anyone who
all that
wants to
kind of
pop on and hang and play games. So that's what we were looking at.
The money thing wasn't more aimed towards you guys. It was more aimed towards everyone else that's listening, that thinks that they can make money doing this. I'm just giving a warning out to the general public that if you jump into this YouTube thing thinking you're going to make money, you have better chances of making money at comic books. And guess what? That's a hard road too, there, boys.
It is.
I'm going to make a few $100 off of Ninja Bimbos. Maybe.
Mr. Max?
That's if nothing goes wrong.
I'm not going to make anything off Godslayers because it's all going in Godslayers too. So.
Well, anything that I make will go back into the next book. But
all right, I'm gonna jump in the shower, boys. I'll be right back.
Jump in the shower.
All right.
No, I mean, I woke up late. I work graveyard shift, so this is like my morning to me.
Oh man, I'm so glad I don't do that anymore.
If you want to make money, stream from there.
From the shower.
Stream from the shower.
Look, you know what?
That for my paywall.
That's how you get your followers.
Yeah, that's seriously, that's my OnlyFans. I hide that.
It's called
We're
only
back on the
my
OnlyFans again.
But okay, you joke about that. I'm going to share once this ad is done. I'm going to share a screen. No, don't worry. It's not porn, really. It's not dirty.
Really?
It's not dirty.
It's kind of porn.
It's not dirty, but it's
just my hairy
it's
leg.
not porn. That's all it is. It's just my back a little bit.
It's
just my hairy back. That's all it is. We were talking about monetized, and you talking about Larry in the shower of selling on Twitch. This is a Twitch streamer that Larry and I are very familiar with.
I love her. She's that's why food number 70.
You've lost count.
Right? And all she's doing here is working out, dressed provocatively, and licking things with her stripper pole in the background.
Yeah, this is what we call an e-talk gauge.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Normally she's in a hot tub writing people's names on various parts of her bodies. But that's all she does. She has 3,000 people watching right now. Normally it's like 11K. Here's the thing. I don't know what her follower count, but she has 5.2 million followers.
Jesus.
Okay.
What is this $250 for 50 subs? What the fuck does that mean?
Okay, once she gets, if you pay $250, if somebody basically is gifting $250 worth of subscribers to other people, she'll follow you back on social media. There are clowns that will do this because you have to remember if she has 5 million followers, let's just guess low and say that. Let's just guess. Be conservative. That's it. Thank you, Phil. And say that 1 million of them subscribe to her. Now at $4.99 a pop.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the
Right.
bank. A month.
Right. So now, no, well, it's a month, right? So that's what, about $4 million a month. Now you get paid quarterly on Twitch. So 3 months of that, she's getting a piece of. That's after Twitch.
No, she's walking bank, and here's the thing, right? That I want people to understand is you can have the most thought-provoking conversations ever. You can provide such valuable insight, comic books, video games, whatever your topic is. But you're never going to get what a hot chick is going to get. She doesn't have to do anything for it, right? You want to know the real secret to podcasting, YouTube, and getting success? Have a hot chick on your show.
Yep.
Funny story, and we've talked about this. One of my most viewed pictures is from Anime NYC last November, and it was my friend Annie Lee cosplay in her Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop cosplay, holding a drawing that I had done of Faye Valentine from Cowboy Bebop. Now, I had posted that picture a couple days earlier, did okay, couple dozen likes. I was really happy with it. She had over 100 likes within the first couple hours with it on her page and on mine. Now it gets even better. It was actually better, more liked on her page. Now, when people say, well, what likes and follows and this, yeah, you have to go into your analytics on Instagram. The big number that's big above shit. Likes really don't mean shit. It saves and impressions. Impressions being how many individual profiles had seen the post. How many people had seen your shit? And if on mine 200 people liked it or whatever it was, the engagement was over 1,000. So I had over 1,000 people see that one thing. And that's light years ahead of what my normal stuff is. Like the Hawks that I just posted today, I think has like 30. I don't even know what the engagement is. I couldn't even, off the top of my head, I don't even know what the engagement is. But what I'm saying is, Larry has it. There is a point to, hey, look at my stuff, and she's pretty, So it's like, okay, all right, that's not like okay. The perfect example to tie it back, Gage, Nathan, when we told you that first time that your main picture should not be the Godslayer, should be Bella.
Well, because it was just the title, it was just words.
Right? But that's what I'm saying.
Hot girl cover.
It should have been a picture. It should have been the picture of Bella. Did it work?
Yes. Yes,
it worked.
Did.
It worked. So,
how many copies of each cover have you sold?
So mostly the Bella tier, the Courtney Rose.
Okay.
That's like a double dip right there.
So.
And I'm not trying to be gross or anything like that. Before anybody thinks that, no, it's just what the demographic and the analytics call for. Okay, that's all it is. It's numbers. You want right now. That does numbers. I know a few creators. Oh, I hate the titty books. I hate this. I hate that. Meanwhile, they're like behind the scenes. They're like, oh well, how can I get somebody to draw one of those? Or they get somebody to draw one of those because it'll get people to watch their book. And it's not derivative of anything. It's just what the demographic calls for. Who's to know? In 6 months, the demographic might be monster trucks.
Right.
But right now,
who's the e-thoughts for comic books? I'll pay $250 to get a follow.
I'm gonna do some research for you on that, Max. But I'm gonna want a finder's fee. But you can pay me in comic books.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So I think the thing that'll work for us, like not like to make money, is we're not like even if we don't get any views, I'm just gonna get on and hang out. So.
Oh yeah, that's my goal. Is hanging out, Darren book.
And like I said, I know a guy on Twitter, awesome guy, Ryan Hulsey, and he's got a book out, Double Out, issue number 1. I
know a guy that knows a guy.
I'm just saying, like these are people that I've been trying to talk. He was saying, oh, I've got to go out and promote, and I'm like, that's what I learned: promote. And I was like, my buddy's talking about.
I know that guy.
So come on.
Okay. Wait a minute, I know that guy. Okay, you're the guy.
I'm not trying to tell you to. I'm not trying to tell you to, or no one's trying to tell you what to do with your stream or whatever. Everybody does different things with them. I know, and I'm going to speak for you for a second, Phil. Phil and I have a similar outlook on it where we have we're having kind of a fun, laid back kind of thing with his Zenden and my pit. Thing what happened is it just so happened that my pit caught on a little bit. I got, lucky, but it could have easily been Zenden and Zenden probably might still catch on. Or whatever. But we're just trying to get our stuff out there like you guys are. The tenet that I have with social media and stuff, you can follow, because I'm an analytics guy, but you can follow your analytics, you can follow this, you can do that, whatever. But the point is exactly what you're doing. You have the right jump off with it, because the point is content. Just make the stuff you like, because there is no formula onto what's going to hit. There isn't.
Just remain consistent.
Yes.
Do your thing, and just remember, you don't pick your audience picks you. Just do your thing, and they'll find you, man.
Yep.
If you're going to stream on Fridays at 9, stream every day on Fridays at 9, and just never miss a fucking show unless you're dying.
Right.
Well, that was the other thing. I didn't want to step on you guys because I know you guys do stuff. So I don't want to. I wanted to get with you guys and see when we don't step on anybody.
Stop that. Here's the thing. Here's the other thing, and I think we all talked about this once. There's a million people streaming at the same time. And like Phil said it perfectly. Your audience will choose you. If they want to watch what you're doing, they're going to watch what you're doing. If they want to watch what I'm doing, they're going to watch what I'm doing. Nothing we do is going to change that unless I take my shirt off or something.
Well, I meant for hanging out purposes too. Like if.
Well, yeah, but max consistency. I'm back to a schedule. Sundays at 9. That's where you find me. And then to add to the consistency, because there's going to be times when I'm going to be at a show. Mm-hmm. I told people if I'm at a show, you'll know in advance, and we're going to do the stream in the afternoon because I'm going to stream from the show.
Nice.
But there's that consistency. There's that. We know Larry's show is when Larry's show is going to be. Like when Demon Phil had his show, we knew when Demon Phil's shows were going to be. If you say you're going to be some consistency, if you say you're going to be someplace and this is the way it's going to be that way, because then people will come find you. Will I do stream? Will we all do stuff on different days sometimes? Yeah. I might jump on a couple hours before Larry does just to shoot the shit a little bit, the way we did before, the way we're doing now. Yeah. I might jump on before or after FateCast on Tuesdays just to hang out with John and stuff like that. I might do that. Will I stream any other days? Probably not, because I'm probably working and I work nights. But, have fun. Make content. That's it. Have fun and make content.
Like Phil. Phil just streams randomly.
Yeah.
Look, I'm going to tell you, Phil, it's almost an anomaly, but sometimes that works too. If you get enough people following you and they like what you're doing, they'll bump in on that. It's the weirdest thing. It really is. You never know what's going to hit.
Yeah.
You know what, Phil? You know what you need? You have the black background. Now you just need to go to like Home Depot and get one of those lights that are just can lights that'll just shoot down, and then an easel and a paintbrush, and just redo some Bob Ross shit.
That's it.
And just be like, it's the Zenden.
But you got to be in a bikini.
Yeah.
Do something.
Man, if you would see what I've already started working on in my area at the new place, man.
Time out. Here's the problem, Phil. We haven't seen it.
Close.
We haven't seen it, Phil. We need to see it.
Oh, well, yeah, when I get over there.
No, motherfucker, now. Go over there now.
You better have a pole in the background.
Now, motherfucker, now.
But yeah, like when Gage was saying he has that that friend that has that new book. Like, I've never heard of that book yet. So, I mean, that's the kind of thing I want to put on here. Like, where stuff I've...
And Twitter's been a blast for that. Like...
Twitter
really
is a hellscape.
I actually had a really good time on there. Like I didn't think I was going to be able to figure it out, and
Twitter's easy.
So I'm okay with that.
But here's the thing: Twitter is.
I've met a bunch of people who are doing what I'm doing. They're out there doing it for the first time, and they don't have as much help as I had sometimes, or know as many people that they can cross promote with and stuff like that. So.
Listen, this is the way you're going to...
It was phenomenal.
Here it is.
I didn't even for you guys.
Here's a Star Wars reference. Twitter is the most Astley spaceport of the internet, of
Yes.
social media.
Yes.
You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy.
I
Twitter is
apparently
a
fit in there.
Twitter is a horrid place, especially if you're there for more than a couple hours. However, everything happens on Twitter, and if something happens, Twitter will show you that it happened. Twitter will be the first to. It will when things are happening in the moment, like right before. And I hate to bring it up, but fuck it, I'm bringing it up. Right before Will Smith jumped on stage, it was already on Twitter.
Yep.
They were talking about Will Smith was yelling at Chris Rock at the Oscars. So people tuned in just in time to catch that because they saw it on Twitter.
Yeah.
But
You
you
know?
also got to remember, it's up so quick. Half the time, stories out there aren't exactly up to par with what's really going on.
No. Well, that's yeah. But you're picking and choosing on that, Phil. It's the thing is, Twitter. You will get stuff like that on Twitter, yeah. But for the most part on Twitter, what you're getting is unedited news, unedited things from people who are like the guy who's the guy on the corner telling you about the car accident that he saw. Well, that's Twitter, but only the car accident is the world, and the guy on the corner is everybody.
So my Twitter has no news on it. Like, I don't follow anything.
Well, no,
has
that's it.
news.
You got to go to that's the thing. I'm not talking about news, bro. It's not news like a journalist saying news. It's somebody. Could be somebody who's following that writes a book. Oh, I saw this duck fucking this cat on a telephone pole, and he's gonna post about it on Twitter. Or you turn around and you look up a hashtag. Like, you're gonna have to get into those hashtags for indie comics and writers and artists and
Plus,
stuff.
also whatever's
That's why my
trending high,
walls
you've
really
got
like
off
that
on the
stuff then.
you've got on the side of your page. You've got what's spontaneously trending at that moment too. You know.
Yeah, that's why my
I was
wall's
saying
covered
that.
in art and
I'm
comics,
done.
though, is because that's what I'm following. So,
Fuck it. I'm
did I interrupt you?
Boom.
I probably did
Oh,
it.
okay.
Yeah, you definitely did, but that's it.
I apologize.
I'm numb to it. I have to go anyway because I gotta get these back to the drawing rack. So I'll pop in a little bit later, guys. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it, but I gotta run and do these paintings. I'm sorry. I looked at the time and I'm like, fuck, I have to be up at 6 in the morning.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry, Pete.
No, it's all great.
Man, it was
No,
good
you're good.
hanging
This is
out with you.
perfect. Great hanging out with you guys. I'll talk to you later.
All right, later on,
Peace.
Pete.
Mr. Max,
What's up?
I did want to show you something. You were talking about painting minis earlier.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can really see these here, but
Is that the Asmodee figures?
yep, the Crisis Protocol. I have a
Yeah.
bunch here that I painted up, and
Yeah, my buddy Johnny, his shop, he just got Asmodee stuff in. He got all the Crisis Protocol stuff in. That shit is expensive, boss.
oh my god,
Yeah,
oh my god,
my brother
yeah.
did the Warhammer 40K with the figures, man, and I watched that guy drop tens of thousands of dollars on those
Yeah.
figures, man.
I mean, those, but with Warhammer 40K, you spend $140, you get like 40, 50 figures.
Mm-hmm.
With Crisis Protocol, you spend $70 and you get 2 figures.
Because of that lovely Marvel license.
Yep.
Well, plus, I mean, I don't know how these Marvel figures work. For at least 40K, it's a game. You can use.
It's a
those-
game.
Yep.
Crisis Protocol is a game just like 40K. You move around with the movement sticks, and
Uh-huh.
you can do your special attacks depending on which
I never heard
which
of it
character you
before.
are.
Now, did they have a magic figure?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I need to own that. Share the
Well, talk
magic.
to Johnny.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got the Asmodee account and he can order them.
Well, I'm sure I can. If it's a popular enough game, I'm sure my shop can get them.
Yeah, I'm sure they could too. It's pretty popular.
I don't need to pay U.S. prices and U.S. shipping for something
Yeah.
locally.
Yeah, if you can get it locally, then get it locally. It's pretty popular in the United States. The game's it's great, gaining a lot of traction.
In fact, let me. There you go. Just for you, I'll show you this one.
So where did
Yeah, there it is. There's magic.
can you make that bigger?
That's what she said.
Go click on her down at the bottom though.
Dang it, Chris.
She's
Yeah,
$31. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, you get Magic and Colossus.
I'll have to buy them both.
Yeah, it comes in a package together.
That's how they get you. Yeah.
Well, not that I got anything against
That's how they
Colossus,
get
but I
you.
just really want the magic figure. I don't even really care about playing the game. I just want to have her on my collection because there's so very few magic, figures and statues and stuff like that out there.
Mhm.
You got to paint it yourself.
Yep.
What? No,
you
I'm
didn't-
out.
Well,
Yeah, no.
you could probably hire
Yeah.
someone to paint it.
Yeah, I painted.
No, I'm
Thanos.
out. No,
I'll-
Yeah, you got to paint them yourself, boss. It's like Warhammer.
I want
Yeah.
it just like the way they showed it there. I'm not interested. So too much work and too much money.
Yeah.
9 days to go.
Yeah, this is what we were
Oh.
doing. We were showing each other's projects and doing all that kind of stuff. And I
Mhm.
planned on going through some of the other ones, but
Hey, Slaughterville pledged
Yeah.
500 to 500, so we're 29 backers, 9 days to go. Good shit.
yeah, I'm hoping to get more. But hey, we passed it, and that's what's important. We're getting out there, and I did take you guys' advice, and I put more pages up, and yeah, so I appreciated that.
It's always good. On your demographics, I mean, you don't have to.
You got too many pages up. It almost looks like.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
What's
I
a
mean,
good
how many you got there?
size?
It looked like half a book there, but maybe I wasn't counting.
3, 4, 5. Call it 6, 7, 8. 8 pages. Yep.
That's a little much.
Yeah.
Okay.
I give away the first 7. Sometimes I've reduced it down to like the first 5 now.
Yeah, I would say like five good ones without giving away too much. You know what I
I
mean?
did 5.
Okay.
Now,
That's
there's
what
no
we-
magic number. If you lower it down to 5, that doesn't mean you're going to get any more backers.
No,
Yeah.
no. But you don't want to overcrowd the page either.
Yeah, it just cleans up your Kickstarter a little bit.
Yeah.
When you get a chance, go into your analytics. You can see on Kickstarter there's a
You can see where your views come from, right?
dashboard. Go to dashboard.
Just be careful you don't show backer information.
That's what I was afraid of. Yeah. Let me get that out quick.
Yeah.
Whoop, remove, not make it bigger. Apparently, I'm special today. Yeah.
If you go to dashboard and scroll down, you can see how many people have saved your profile or saved your campaign,
Oh, okay.
and that is people who have saved it but haven't pledged yet. Your converted people are people that have saved it and pledged. So you want to get that converted number up as high as you can. So the last day or so, blast out updates.
Yeah.
Not like repeatedly every hour or anything, but put out a good update.
Yeah.
You know, it's put out a real thank you for everything you've done for us type thing. You know, because that you're really thankful for what people have done. They brought your vision to life.
There it is. Project followers, converted followers, conversion rate. There we go.
Yep.
That's cool. I'll be honest, I didn't even get the followers is a little over double what the backers were. So yeah, it's
Well,
a good.
good.
So,
I would
Chris, I have
definitely-
a question.
Sure.
Can we run a short role-playing game on this show? Like, I have the Avatar: The Last Airbender role-playing game coming eventually.
We can set stuff like that up. I was going to get a Roll20 subscription anyway, and
I've got a Roll20 subscription.
nice.
So
We can. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if we can do that not live, we can do that too, and then just post it. I mean, and just kind of show off how the game plays and stuff.
I was going to say, yeah, I'd like to do one without going live first, just to practice it and see how it goes. Not that I don't trust anybody here, of course I do, but I'm just saying.
Avatar. Oh.
They have a G.I. Joe RPG out now that I am dying to get.
I got.
Did you ever play Men in Black?
Nope.
So I have the Men
This
in
is
Black.
badass.
Oh, Alien would be fun.
I've got all sorts of shit for it on
So I
Roll20.
played Rifts though, so they have a xenomorph online xenomorph build on that. So I've fought aliens tons of times in the Rifts world.
Well, it's different. It's different in this world because the system is very different. But
I bet that system's mean. I bet.
yeah, the system
I
is
bet you just
designed.
get killed.
The system is designed. It's like as you're reading the game mother, because the computer mother.
Yep.
You're the game mother, and it's like if characters seem to be moving along too well and having too easy of a time, take something away from them that they need.
Now, Chris, you got anyone in your chats? Have you been keeping an eye on your chat?
I've been looking at the comments. Now, does that bring up the comments from YouTube and Facebook and everything?
Yeah.
I saw Niobe put a couple in there, like when he was trying to come on in. But other than that, I don't see any.
So what's your YouTube
Like-
channel called?
Oh, it's Laughing Rogue. Let me just post that in there.
You need to post the links to every time you make one of these to everywhere you are. Because I would have no idea how to find your channel because I was looking for it.
Okay.
I found it.
Right? So when you go on Facebook, you should put, also subscribe to us on YouTube and have your link there, like.
There you go. You got a new subscriber, man.
Here, I'll subscribe to you too, right?
Yeah.
And then you should have your panelists like us share that show on their Facebook so that we can bring people in to come and watch us.
Yeah. This one was a bit more of a spontaneous. Again, the first one was
Right, but now I'm
I'm glad-
teaching you the ropes, right?
damn right, baby.
There you go.
So I'm going to post your YouTube link on my page too. I'm going to say, hey, we're all here live.
Nice.
All right, so check this out.
Serenity.
Nice.
I have
Right.
that one. That one's fun as heck to play. It's got an interesting dice system, the most interesting one I've seen.
Now, Chris,
Well-
you also confuse me because your Facebook name is Kathleen, okay?
Yep.
Which, when I first talked to you, I thought you were a woman. No, I'm serious. I'm like, I messaged Max. I said, some chick wants to come on the show. I have no idea who she is. You're confusing people. And I'll tell you something. If you weren't a girl, I probably wouldn't have talked to you in the first place. Right? I'm like, oh, yeah, chicks. Okay, we need more chicks, And then I find out, like, who the fuck's this Chris dude? And I'm like, oh, okay, no, it's the dude underneath her name messaging me. Oh, I get it now, right? Like, so, like,
Yeah, the
if
Wi-Fi
I
share.
put I'm here live with Chris Brown, but I can't tag your face because it says Kathleen Brown. People are gonna wonder who the fuck is Kathleen Brown. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Wonder if I can change that.
Like, you need your own Facebook.
Or at least your own Twitter page.
Something. I know these couples like to do these like joint. Oh, we share our Facebook together, but it's kind of lame and confusing.
Because God knows Larry's been catfished enough.
Right? This is it, brother.
Sick and tired of showing up with dudes with hanging out.
Right?
Every fucking time.
Every time, man. Where are the hot chicks? Where's the amorous that we were just watching? I'll bring back in the views. You guys think I'm joking?
I'm thinking, I was getting ready to say, is stream sniping like that ethical?
No.
I would say no. Yeah.
Gray area, like stream sniping, because you can do it in the sense of, like, if you're running commentary over it, you can call it like fair, like something in the fair use.
Yeah.
But
Right.
honestly, it's
Transformative if I'm
I
talking
say
over the
it's in
top
bad
of it.
taste. I mean, we do it once in a blue moon for like 5 minutes for a joke, but we made our show about that every stream. Like, we're just e-fapping other people's material. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that
It's
would
not
be
our
shit.
content; it's their content. We're trying.
Yeah.
It's almost like making a post on someone else's Kickstarter about our Kickstarter.
It's like a reaction video.
Not even. It's like us trying to ride on the coattails of someone
Yeah,
else.
yeah. And I kind of know how that feels from the other direction, because when I used to run the Grindhouse channel, somehow this person went through the Roku channel and found all the links
Oh, you should full screen yourself, Chris.
to all the shit and started putting all my videos up on their thing for free. See, that's a good comic book collector right
No,
there.
you need to be more centered in the camera. There you go. Like, hold them center and up. You're not in
And
the full
up.
camera view. Yeah, there you go. See, just like that. No, higher.
So yeah.
There, now you're centered.
Cover all this.
So that's birth rate number 1. That was done by Samir Tremail and colored by Russ Cassidy. That was done by Samir and colored by Dan Overa. And that one there was done by Juan Antonio Altavera, who's the interior artist. So what you see on the cover is what you get on the inside. And again, colors by the man, Dan Overa.
How do you know all this, Larry?
I know a guy who kind of knows the guy that made that book. You know what I mean?
So,
Yeah, I gotta get.
I haven't had a chance to flip through them yet, sir.
I have not, only because I've been getting everything else ready. And
Oh,
but
you
it is
should
on my
open one of
weekend.
those up. You should
It's my-
be like, not read it, but you should flip through it and check it out, brother. You know.
Oh, it's my weekend plan. That's what we're going to be doing.
So
Yeah.
you're making like a comic book card game, right? With
Well,
indie
okay,
comic
hold the
stuff,
fort.
or-
Hold the fort.
Hold on.
Slam the brakes here.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about that for a second. I have an idea about a Niobe, maybe card game that Chris might be able to help me out with. And the idea is that I want to make it like an open source system, right? So like if Max wanted to make the same sort of card game, he could use that system and make the Mary Machine Gun trading set, right? And then Niobe can be played standalone. Mary Machine Gun can be played standalone. Or hell, if you bought both sets, you can combine them and they would still work in conjunction with each other. Here's the
That'd be a
cataclysm.
cool game.
Here's the cataclysm. I don't know how much something like this costs. If it's too expensive, I can't do it. And whoever wants to be a part of it should help me chip in designing and paying for the design of the system.
So
Oh yeah.
So wouldn't so I have a couple of collectible card games. I have Overpower. I have Werewolf the Apocalypse Rage. I have Teen Titans. Like I can, if you want help with the system, I'll help out
Well,
too.
Chris knows how to make games. Chris would do it. We would pay Chris to design this system for us, but whoever wants in on it would have to help pay for that, system design costs.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I thought you said.
And
they'd
then
have to
you
chip
can go
in
ahead and
help you
kickstart your own
design.
cards with that system. You know
Because
what I
then,
mean?
Right.
then we could offer that with the comic books too.
Well, you can offer it with the comic books or do it as a standalone thing,
Standalone.
whatever you
Yep.
want to do.
Mhm.
I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
I
like, even
kinda-
if you had a standalone game, you could do extra ones as add-ons in the comic books.
Yes, you can do
And
booster
then
packs or whatever the fuck it is you want.
and
right?
then
That's
whoever
pretty awesome.
owns the IP of the game itself, they get to sell licensing to all the different people to make their comic books into sets.
Nice.
So yeah, that's what I do here. Is with the book, I put a couple of cards in that play with.
Yeah, but we
that
can't
go in
do
with
that.
the game.
A was so small, and
Yeah.
I mean, like when you show stuff off like that on screen, Chris, always full
Mhm.
screen yourself so your viewers can see exactly what it is you're showing.
Okay. I just didn't want to I don't know how to say it.
It's your show. You can do whatever you want.
Yep.
And you're not a dick because it's your show.
But yeah, I mean that's kind of what I specialize in is the modularity for games. You know what I mean? You can drop in that's kind of the thing I like to do. So yeah.
I mean, really, you only would have to create the card system,
Mm-hmm.
like how things work. Kind of like, I don't know if you've ever played Elder Scrolls Online or Elder Scrolls Legends. It's a card game on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty fun. I
Have
mean,
any
they don't support it anymore, but it's like the system works like you have guards, and you can they can't. You have to be attacked at all times before you can attack the main person, and blah blah blah. And there's just a whole set of rules involved. But then all the cards bend the rules in some way, shape, or form.
And then, every hero, every character, that comes out might have new rule adjustments or new rules.
Yeah.
Like Magic's constantly adding
Has
new
anyone
rules.
ever
Right?
played
Hold on now,
Anime?
Gage. Hold on now. So say, for example, Niobe can teleport, right? Maybe Niobe is a 3/5 fucking hero. I don't know, 3 strength, 5 hit points, something like that. And she has 3 teleporter tokens. So when you attack her, you actually have to roll or get 3 above her defense to hit her, or she just uses a teleport token and doesn't get hit. You know what I mean? Something like that. Like.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want with your card set. That's the beauty of it.
As long as again, it's just the system, the base system, the underlying
System
fundamentals
has to
be balanced.
Yeah, it has to be balanced pretty well.
Did
Like-
any of you ever play that old game Animayhem? That was like an
No.
anime version of that.
No, the only games I ever played, I played Jihad, which was the Vampire the Masquerade game. I played Spellbinders. What's it called? Spell
I
something.
want to say Spelljammer or something like that.
Yeah, it was the TSR game. It was
the weird science fiction D&D.
Yeah.
No, it was a card game.
Yeah, I understand that, but it was based off of the D&D in space sort of stuff. It was God, I'll find it.
Yeah, I've never heard of the D&D in space one.
Yeah, that's called Spelljammer.
That's what it was, though.
But there's a different. It's spell fire or something like that. But
D&D Spelljammer, the card game, like it's I got it right up in front of me here. I'm just
let me look it up.
It's an interesting idea.
Well, the thing is, the problem is that we wouldn't have enough people to play it.
It's called Spellfire, and it was a D&D game, and it was real simple to play. I remember that game. Spelljammer is the sci-fi and space D&D.
Yeah, but there was also cards for this too.
Each Spellfire had card sets for each world. So they had like a Ravenloft box set that you could buy, an expansion set. Then they had like a Spelljammer expansion set, and they have a so-and-so expansion set, which is why I think with the card game like this Niobe card game, we need to have just like a set of generic cards, like 102 or 104 just cards that people could play with, and then they can get the Niobe set, and the Niobe set comes with its own set of cards.
But what would be in the main set, though?
I don't know.
That would be stuff that would work for everybody.
I know, but you need a property to go in that main set. You need heroes and characters that people recognize to go, oh, I want to get that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, with the main set,
I don't think it would work because you would have too many people and too many cooks in that kitchen, right? What you do is you design the base system, that can work for anybody. And then whoever wants in can pay into that system and they'll get the rights to use that system.
Yeah, but like I'm talking like base cards.
Yeah,
Ray Beam.
Cards, that's whoever's going to be first to do it.
Ray Beam, whatever.
There's no base system. That's what I'm trying to tell you. There is no base set of cards. It's going to be whoever's first.
All right. So the first person is the base set.
Yeah. Because how do you make a 120 card base set out of nothing?
It's pretty easy. Look at Magic the Gathering's been doing that shit for fucking 20 years.
You have to have all the art for all those cards. You have to come up.
Oh yeah, that's going to be expensive.
But who's going to do all that, right?
I don't know.
That's right. So you got to think about this, right? So we just we chime in on a system. It's like we got the framework for Windows, but we're all going to use Windows in a different way. You know what I mean? We're all going to use Windows for our own card games, but in a sense, they'll all be compatible.
Yeah.
There will be no main set. The main set for Niobe will be Niobe. If someone wants to buy the Mary Machine Gun set to play along, then they can go do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was gonna say more like Linux with the Debian and the Red Hat and
right. It's going to be an open source system that you have to pay into to be a part of it, right? Because in order to do a base system, you need your main characters, you need things that people are going to recognize to buy into it, which means you have to draw that stuff from other people to get them involved. And at that point, it's going to become a convoluted mess.
You're going to need quality control for sure when these people make these sets, because you don't want them to come in there and just have like this just OP set to shit. And it's
Chris has to make them all.
Well, like
we
when
provide Chris the artwork. Chris comes up with the stats. Chris comes up with the card design. You know what I mean? And then we are responsible for printing our cards and mailing them out.
Like when I made my game, all the characters and everything else, I use like a base 16 system. Every one of if all the stats together have to add up to 16, and then abilities have a certain point value. Like if you're getting health back, then that's worth so many points. As opposed to overturning or drawing a card has so many points. It's a whole math thing on the back end.
Yeah, I totally understand. Seriously, because I helped Sparky Pants on that Elder Scrolls game. That's how I knew about it.
Nice.
It was all just SQL crap, but it was still fun.
Yep.
There's already an idea like Angry Joe. I don't know how many people watch Angry Joe, right?
But I know
Angry
him.
Joe designed the game like a Street Fighter game, right? It's like a Street Fighter fucking board game. And
Yep.
now they're designing other games that can work with it or just be their own thing, right? So like they're doing like I think it was like a Mortal Kombat game or Darkstalkers game, and that game can be played with the Street Fighter game, or it can just simply be its own thing. It'd be the same idea here. The base system is whatever system you bought into. If you're a Mary Machine Gun fan, you bought the Mary Machine Gun cards. Like, guess what? That's your base system. You know what I mean? There you go.
Yeah. I think they were doing, what was it, Dragon Ball and Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
That was the last ones I
So
heard.
it'd be the same idea. Each thing is its own entity, but you can combine them. But there isn't like one just. It's not like Magic the Gathering where you're just going to have your Magic set and then you're going to have your Ice Age and your Fallen Empires and all that stuff on the side. No. The Niobe card game is the Niobe card game. Will it work with the Mary Machine Gun game? Yes, but you don't need it. It's not necessary. You know what I mean?
Yep. And with that, I'm going to take my leave, fellas.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Have a good night, Max.
It is
All
late
right.
and I'm sleepy.
Yeah.
So talk to you guys later.
It is almost midnight.
We can't push Max too hard here. I mean, I'm going to be up all night gaming. That's what I'm going to do.
I know you will.
What are you playing, Niobe?
Peace.
Oh, I don't know.
Later.
I might jump into the wrestling, or I might play some Halo. I mean,
My
I don't know
Borderlands
yet.
3 is on my PlayStation 4. Do you want to
What-
play
what?
Borderlands 3?
I have it, but I haven't touched it in ages. I downloaded the newest one, the Tiny Tina's Wonderland adventure or whatever.
Yeah.
Little
Yeah.
I
Larry.
haven't downloaded it yet, though. I have
Why?
Borderlands 3. I just
Okay, but-
downloaded tonight.
But what are you trying to offer? Are you trying to say you want to game with me on it? Like, I don't understand where we're going.
Yeah, I was asking if you wanted to game, like
Yeah.
to play Borderlands 3.
Like tonight? Like you're gonna be up for a while?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe. Because
I was trying to
like,
talk Chris into
Borderlands
playing-
3 wouldn't be my first choice though. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it's
Well,
just.
what
out
else
there.
do you got? You know?
I got Borderlands. I don't have a lot of multiplayer games on this system.
Well,
so
you
I
start
was
naming
looking to
the
see what I
games,
could
like,
find
what-
that might be worth
well,
playing.
well, Gage, you're running 100 miles a minute here. What system are you using first of all?
PlayStation 4.
What games do you have? Just start reading them off.
Oh, good lord. My
Just start reading the list. I'll
Shadows of
tell you what
War.
to stop.
Whoa, so Shadows of War, Sword Art Online, Shadows of Mordor, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, Spider-Man Miles Morales, Final Fantasy 7, Mortal Kombat 10, but I can't play that game, that's Brenda's. Batman Return to Arkham, Resident Evil 5, 7 Days to Die, Batman Arkham Knight, Star Wars Battlefront, but that would take me 2 hours to download if I put it in right now.
Okay, I want to know what you have ready to go.
Okay, so multiplayer games, Monster Hunter World,
That's our game right there. Next.
Borderlands 3. Most of these are on a system I can't play on the internet. Yeah, I mean, I got Devil May Cry, Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil.
Okay, but you got Monster
Batman
Hunter
3.
World and you got Borderlands 3 so far that we can do.
Yes.
What else? Anything else?
World War Z.
Don't know what that is.
It is a zombie game where you're almost like a paramilitary character. I've only played a little bit of it though too.
But you got nothing like Overwatch. You don't got Call
no.
of Duty. You don't
Nope.
got
Fork knife.
any shooters. Like
Nope. I have. I mean, if I go to the Xbox, I have Gears of War, but I don't have internet on the Xbox.
You guys should go play Fortnite.
I don't even know if my I'm gonna message you on Facebook, Gage, a little later.
All right.
Chances are we're playing Monster Hunter World.
So I've played that game a tiny bit. I think I went out and fought a couple of monsters.
That's
Remember
all
that?
I've done,
There was this
and that's
crazy-
why it'd be a
this
great
crazy
game.
bird.
No, Gage, hold on. I barely played it myself. Like
Okay.
I've done the exact same thing. I made a character, I ran out, killed a couple things, came back, logged off. Right. That's all I've done with Monster Hunter World. In
So-
Borderlands 3, you're probably light years ahead of me on that because I haven't done much in that either. You understand?
I
what I'm
just downloaded it brand new, so I have nothing on it.
saying? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll figure it out. I'm
Yeah.
just rolling one up right now. I'm going to be about 20 minutes. Easy.
That's fine. I mean, I just wanted to see if you or Chris wanted to play tonight. So
Well,
everyone
when's
was
Chris
saying they
have?
had PS5s. So
Oh, I can't tonight anymore. I was going to say it's about midnight here, so I'm going to.
Yeah, here too.
I figure that's a good spot to end it here. And
All right. Well, tune in to Niobe Comics for live gaming.
Yep.
Which we have no idea what we're going to play yet.
God Slayers is in its last 24 hours. If you haven't checked it out yet, please go check it out. It's my first indie comic.
Yep.
and you'll be back Monday. You'll have your Monday stream.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, the Mondays is always a guarantee, but I mean, I'm off for the next 4 days, so I'm probably going to be streaming off and on all weekend long. But I'm pretty sure what's going to happen Monday is, they'll probably, my Kickstarter will be approved by then, and there'll be a big, shill for my Kickstarter, and then whoever else wants to jump on, just hang out.
Sounds like a plan.
The etiquette stream will probably be done Sunday because I know we're going to go live Monday. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't want shill Niobe trade while we're talking about etiquette, because that's going to be a whole subject, in itself, right? All right. So that's the plan.
Right. Sounds good. We'll
All
catch
right.
you then.
Peace out.
Appreciate you coming.
Yeah, and I will head out too and get out of your hair.
That's all right, man. It's been fun. I appreciate you stopping in.
No
Have
problem.
a good night, Phil.
Yeah, you guys too. Thanks for having me over, man. I'll definitely catch up with more.
All righty, man.
Oh yeah, he'll be live Sunday. All right.
There you go. Yeah, I just got that in. I wanted to put that up quick. All right, we'll see you.
All right. Later on, guys.